Hi everyone, it's Derek Dollar, and today we're going to review stock concepts and navigate the SIF website. For this first week, we will begin by reviewing Lesson 1. Then, we will review how to use the SIF website, and end with reviewing stock concepts learned in the past 2 years. By the end of this week, you should all be able to log on to the SIF website and onto your personal home pages, enter your attendance, find account information on your portfolio page and record it, and explain the stock concepts learned in the Growing Money and Discovering the Market curriculum. First, turn to page 2.2 in your student workbook and complete the flash review. When you are finished, go over your answers with your class and teacher. Now, you will follow your teacher's instructions to log on to the SIF website and learn all about the awesome tools it contains. You will use page 2.3 of your student workbook to take notes on your SIF account and the stocks you own. Now that you have reviewed your stock portfolios, you're going to do a stock checkup of the SIF stocks. You are going to look more closely at the companies that issue the SIF stocks to see how their businesses are doing. What stock concepts have you learned about so far in the SIF program? Remember, the stock concepts give you important financial information about a company's business. Partner up and complete a think, pair, share before going over the answers as a class. If you cannot remember all the stock concepts, look at the vocabulary list for this lesson on page 2.1 of your workbook. Now, let's go over these concepts. The first is price trend. A price is the cost of a share of stock at a particular point in time. A price trend tells whether a stock's price is rising or falling in general. Why are investors pleased when a stock's price is rising? Well, a rising stock price means that the stock is growing in value. Investors make money from their investments when their stocks rise in value. The next concept is industry average. An industry is a type of business. An industry average is a number that tells how a particular industry is performing in general. Sales growth measures how much a company's sales have increased, and an investor then compares a company's sales growth to the industry average. Would you want a company's sales growth to be higher or lower than the industry average? Why is a higher sales growth the sign of a healthy company? You want a sales growth that is higher than the industry average. Also, a company depends on its sales to be successful. The more sales a company makes, the more money it makes also. Next is profit margin. This is the amount of profit a company makes for each dollar of its sales. The profit margin is stated as a percent. Why is a higher profit margin the sign of a healthy company? A company can make a lot of sales and still not have a profit. This is what would happen if the company had a lot of expenses to pay. People start businesses in order to make a profit. They want to make as large a profit as they can. Therefore, a higher profit margin is a sign of a healthy, growing company. Next is debt to equity ratio. Debt is the amount of money a company owes to another company or person. This measurement is called the debt to equity ratio. A low debt to equity ratio is a sign of a healthy company. If a company's debt to equity ratio is lower than the industry average, it means that the company has less debt than most companies in the industry. It is also better to owe less than to owe more. Last is free cash flow. This is the amount of money a company has available to spend on anything it wants after paying expenses and making improvements. Investors often compare a company's free cash flow to its debt. If a company has lots of free cash flow, it is a strong company. The company can use its free cash flow for things that make it stronger, such as paying off debts, increasing its dividends, or buying back shares of stock. Now, turn to page 2.4 in your student workbook. Fill in the blanks as a review of what we learned today, and then go over the answers with your class. Thank you for being a great listener today. Bye.